Okay, here's another episode of Watch You Strappin, and this is not a review. None of these episodes are, as you've seen them in the past. They're just quick wristwatch check of the day with strap of choice. And since this is a G-Shock, obviously from Casio, you're generally limited to what's part of the watch when you get it, such as this, I guess, resin strap. It's the same material as the case. Or you can get adapters that you can run probably a NATO through, or if you can find like a combi bracelet, you can do a bracelet as well. This is the GWB5600AR-1, and the screen color, I guess you can, this colorway is called the Adrenaline Red, and I think that's why the reference number has AR in it for that color. And this is a pretty cool one. I've had several G-Shocks before, but they've come and gone. But I've always felt like trying to keep one in, even though analog watches are my main thing. It just seems like just at least have a G-Shock. And even though I've been trying to keep my collection to 3 this year, this came in. I'll get into a story how I got into it later, but from what I'm told, G-Shocks don't really count, so I guess I get a pass on adding one to the collection. But yeah, this one's really cool. I was going to go back with maybe some sort of negative display. There's an older one that's not Bluetooth or anything, and you've probably seen it. It's more pretty much all black, but then the numbers inside are red, and that one looks like it's really hard to read. And I've had another negative display, which is all blacked out. There wasn't even any real printing around I guess, the frame of the crystal. And but that was cool. But I ended up selling that, and I had some other ones before. But I've been looking around, and then I was like, you know what, this one's pretty cool. I like the screen. It's red, and this kind of gray and black scheme as well. Look pretty cool. And the fact that, sorry about the focus. Come on. This screen actually plays both as a positive, as you can see here, and like a negative screen, right? The numbers go light, and the screen, the red surround is actually, I guess, the darker part here. And then if you go to different lighting, look, it's kind of, it's become kind of the reverse. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Did not expect that actually when I got this, but just looking at different lights and angles after I got it, I just kind of noticed that. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. You kind of get both, and it's mostly readable from most angles and lighting, and so you don't get something that's completely blacked or perhaps sort of grayed out, where it's harder to read. So it kind of transitions, and of course G-Shocks wear really nicely. Also, this particular colorway with the red really appeals to me because I've been watching the Expanse season 5. I actually just finished it not too long ago, and been kind of binge watching or rewatching the first 4 seasons. And I remember this looks like something that would be in that series. I mean, G-Shocks in general look like something from the past, present, and future. They kind of fit into pretty much any era since their conception in the early 80s. And but yeah, it definitely looks like something like there's a group from Mars, I guess the MCRN or the MMCs, the Mars Marine Corps. They look like they would have something like this. They just have this cool armor that has like red lighting and accents, and especially you've seen in the first 2 seasons, I guess. Just their space armor, like they have like the visors around their eyes kind of light up red, which is pretty neat. It's a pretty neat effect, and the armor in general looks pretty cool. So that's what it reminds me of, and I can imagine them sort of using something like this in that series or that era of the future. I don't know. That's just a sci-fi geek in me, just kind of tying in these looks and design elements to make a watch that have more fun and kind of relate to other aspects or interests in my life. Okay, this is getting kind of long, so we'll just end this up right now. And we will get back to, we'll talk again later. Thanks.